Ready to go again, Councillor Forster. I think if we just start from the top, I'm afraid, and we should be ready to go.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the decision day for myself, the Commercial Strategy, Estates and Property Cabinet member. This meeting is being held remotely and will be recorded and broadcast live via the County Council's website. The streaming is now live. I'd first like to cover on the agenda whether there are any deputations. I don't believe there are, but if you can confirm whether there are any deputations, notified under Standing Order 12, please.
No deputations, Councillor Forster.
Thank you very much indeed. We'll move straight on to the decisions then. We have two key decisions and then a number of other decisions that we'll go through. So we'll try to take those quite briefly. I'm sure I won't meet the previous record for speed, especially since this is my first one. But I appreciate everybody has quite a bit of interest in some of these. So we'll start with the first of the decisions, which relates to the Gospel Old Grammar School. On the report, it's page 5 to 20. Are there any updates on that, or is the report still current, please?
Just one small update, Councillor Forster. The planning permission, which was pending, has now been granted, so that scheme has got full green light, and will be a huge addition to the upper end of Gosport High Street.
That's excellent to hear. It'll be really good for visitors and for residents. So on that basis, in terms of the first decision, I confirm that I do agree the recommendations in the report and can proceed. Thank you. Is that okay? Lovely. Okay, we'll move on to item 2, which is the schools condition allocation projects, pages 21 to 23 of the report.
Nothing to add to what we said earlier in our briefing or to the reports. Just really good to see these 3 schemes going ahead over this summer.
Thank you very much. It is indeed good to see them going ahead. They're all schemes that are ready to go, so I am happy to approve the recommendations relating to these, and they can please proceed. Thank you. We'll move on to the next item, which is non-key decision, non-confidential, which is the annual report and accounts for 2021, the Business Services Group, pages 33 to 54.
Nothing to add to this report, Councillor Forster. We have to bring an annual report. This is looking at the COVID year, and the performance of our business units has been as strong as it could have been given the circumstances they were in.
Thank you. We covered this in this morning's Buildings, Land and Procurement panel meeting. I made the point of thanking all those officers and staff who have been involved in delivering the services in a very difficult year. And I'd just like to reiterate the fantastic work done by our staff. So thank you very much for that. The report is very comprehensive, and I'm happy to approve the recommendations that are detailed in the report. So that can please go ahead. Thank you. Move on to the next item, which is the refurbishment of Rookwood project appraisal, detailed on pages 55 to 64 of the report. Are there any updates on that?
No updates from this morning. This is a refurbishment to enable children's services to move into Rookwood effectively for their social care teams in Eastleigh. It will keep those teams local to Eastleigh, and it will not see any significant change of usage in terms of vehicular movement or anything around that site.
Thank you. Good to see this. It's important to see that local embedded service being continued. for the teams that are going to be based there. And I think it brings the building up to a good level and will support the new way of working. So I'm happy to approve the recommendations as detailed in the report. Thank you. The next item is the Winchester Discovery Centre, pages 65 to 78. If you can cover that one for us, please.
Yes, nothing again to update in the report. The report covers the transfer of Winchester Discovery Centre to the Hampshire Cultural Trust for their day-to-day running, although the County Council retains the freehold. And this is an exciting project that we think will bring benefits to both the Cultural Trust and the County Council, but most importantly to the customers of the Discovery Centre.
Thank you. I'm excited by this. It's a really wonderful facility. I know it contains one of our most used libraries, and it's really good to see Hampshire County Council supporting and working with the Cultural Trust and Winchester Council to improve the delivery and improve the facility. So on that basis, I am happy to approve the recommendations as detailed in the report 65 to 78. Thank you. I now understand that we need to move into an exempt session and we need to exclude members of the press and public. To resolve, so I move to resolve that the public be excluded from the meeting during the following items of business, as it's likely in view of the nature of the business to be transacted or in the nature of the proceedings, that if members of the public were present during these items, there will be disclosure of them, to them of exempt information within paragraphs 1 and 3, part 1 of schedule 12A to the Local Government Act 1972. And further, that in all the circumstances of the case, the public interest in maintaining the exemption outweighs the public interest in disclosing the information for the reasons set out in the report. So can I please ask that the video feed for the public be terminated at this moment?